Let's take you through a quick demonstration on how you can change your domain's name servers and configure hosting from multiple providers. For every domain that is purchased from us, you have the ability to specify any name servers of your choice from the Domain Management Console. First, we shall log into the control panel and access the Domain Management Console. In this demonstration, we shall use the domain testingpurposes.info. Type the domain name within this widget and select Domain Registration Service. After accessing the Domain Management Console, click on the Nameserver button. Here, enter the new name servers in the fields provided and click on Submit. This will change the name servers associated with the domain name. The DNS propagation, however, might take anywhere between 24 to 72 hours. Changing the name servers allows you to point the domain name to either a DNS provider or a hosting provider. Now, let's take a look at a few scenarios to understand how you can configure hosting from multiple providers. Scenario 1. Let us assume that you've bought web hosting from us and email hosting from a different provider. In this case, the first step will be to associate the domain with the name servers that the web host has provided you with. Now, for the email service to start functioning, you will need to add the mail exchange records, also known as MX records, as well as certain A records in the DNS service. These records will be specified by the email hosting provider. Alternatively, you can change the name servers of the domain to the ones provided by the email hosting provider and add the A records specified by us. These records can be found by locating the web hosting package for the domain and clicking on the View Name Server Details button. Scenario 2. You are using our DNS service and email hosting from another provider. In this scenario, you will need to acquire the relevant MX and A records from the email hosting provider and add them to the DNS package provisioned through us. This can be done by clicking on the Manage DNS Records button in the Domain Management Console and adding the relevant records. Please note, when both email and web hosting packages are purchased from our system, all settings are pre-configured on your DNS package. This concludes our demonstration on changing name servers and managing hosting from multiple providers.